By Wdowski. Thursday. Jenny woke up late and had to quickly dress and run out. She ran to her bus. When one of the heels of her shoe broke, she stumbled and fell to the ground, scraping the palms of both her hands from breaking her fall. She banged the knee of the leg that lost the heel. Emotionally exhausted, she remained on the sidewalk as others stepped over her. No one offered her a hand up, asked her if she was all right. They all continued on with their lives, as if she did not even exist. Finally picking herself up, she could see her bus close its door, pull away from the curb, and enter the traffic. Her palms pulsed with pain. She hobbled towards her bus stop to wait for the next one. The knee she had fallen heavily onto throbbed with pain. She looked down at herself, seeing that she had badly torn her pants leg. Looking behind her, she could not see any more buses. She knew another bus would not come for another 15 to 20 minutes. She looked ahead at the bus stop and thought whether she should just stand there and wait for the next bus or return home to change and replace her shoes. If she returned home, she would most likely miss her next bus and be even later for work. I guess I can splurge for a taxi. She took off both her shoes and limped back home to change. Back at the apartment, she realized she needed to do laundry. The only clean pair of pants she had to wear was a pair of old blue jeans. Not very professional, but better than nothing. She took the jeans off the hanger and began putting them on. The jeans were tight. I really need to use that gym membership. Lying down on a bed, she sucked in her gut and pulled up the jeans to zip and button them up. Finally getting them closed, she stood up, only to have the button pop off and to have the zipper break apart. Frustrated, she peeled the tight jeans off and dumped out her hamper to find a skirt or pants that were not too dirty to wear. After picking a long brown skirt, she then had to find footwear that would go with them. She had a pair of brown leather, laced boots that matched the skirt. Just as she was tying the second boot, the laces broke in her hand from her pulling on them too hard. She searched every drawer in her dresser to see if she had any spare laces for the boot. None, she said as her phone began to ring. Looking at the number, she saw it was the office. She answered. It was Ms. McDowell. Ms. Rominia, where are you? It is 9:30. She did not even bother to try to correct her for pronouncing her name wrong again. I am sorry, Ms. McDowell. I had a little accident. I am running late this morning. If you want to keep your job, I recommend you get in ASAP. Ms. McDowell hung up. Sure, I'll just come in barefoot. That evening, Jenny returned home late. She had stopped at the corner store to buy pairs of new bootlaces and some groceries. As she balanced her brown grocery bag in one hand, she used her free hand to unlock and open the glass front door of her building. Focusing on not dropping her bag of groceries, Jenny did not notice the reflection in the glass of Ted sitting on a bus that was driving on the road behind her. Opening the front door of her apartment, she realized that Fluffy was not sitting there waiting for her, as she always does. Jenny called out to her as she went towards the kitchen. Old girl? Fluffy. Entering the kitchen, she noticed that the kitchen trash can had been knocked over and chicken bones from her dinner the night before were chewed up on the floor. Jenny realized that in all her haste in dealing with her wardrobe malfunctions that morning, she had forgotten to feed Fluffy. Jenny put the grocery bag down on the kitchen table and looked at the spot of the kitchen floor where she kept Fluffy's food and water bowl. Both were empty. Fluffy. Old girl. Where are you? Jenny, in a panic, began searching the kitchen, went into the living room, and searched there. Behind the sofa, she saw Fluffy laying there. Fluffy. She was worried since Fluffy did not move. She picked Fluffy up. She was stiff. Looking down on the floor behind the couch were more of the chewed chicken bones. Oh, Fluffy, I am so sorry. She cried as she blamed herself.